Christ almighty. Fuck. You know what it's like to have employees? Look at my employees left here. Dried cat shit. You shit right on one of my books, that fucking cats. It's really dry. It doesn't even weigh anything. I mean, that means the information, the water, gets out. And water is WA, what? Beta creation, B, C. It's actually W, okay, is another way of saying ABC, okay, because W is the 23rd letter. B is 2, 3 is C. The A after the W for the wa in water, okay, would give you ABC. So now, how do we deter water? Well, this is the way I look at this whole thing. There's actually God, who's God for the Father, the angel, the whole bit, and then there's the God who built everything. So what he does is he's God for this, and he's God for that. So what is the that? He's God for this, and he's God for that. Does anybody know what this or that is? Maybe it's that or that. This or that or that. Could be this. So what I figured, okay, is that the water part of it, okay, and we have to go over all our elements, of course, but I'm going to be biased in this because it's okay in this, it's fun to be biased. So if God is actually the whole word of water, but it has to be the word is, don't forget, if God comes along himself and takes part of the universe and creates, that's one universe, one God, one creation, ABC. It's all done right there. Boom! He's done creation, like Magic Tom. So let's say wa is on one side and tear is on the other side. What's in between will be like pressing 258 on your telephone. Okay, that's what brings the two sides together. So the wa is beta creation. Okay, it's the female angel. And on this side over here, TER would be 20, which says the beta heaven. Okay, ER, electronic world. TER, angel resident. But it's on the French side. Terre, it means earth in French. And it's ER instead of AR, angel resident. So this is the angle of the angel, the delta angel, meaning this. So this is actually talking about the real God creating the beta. The creation of the beta world is by this God. It's not by this God, but this is also the spirit God. The God who made the world is the creation God. But he used the two worlds to do it together in two ways, by knitting together the worlds and using the elements. Because it gets all mixed up. I'm starting to get into elements. I didn't want to do this. So anyways, I wrote down this, 10. What good is 10? Did you measure it? Yeah, what's the measurements? It's perfect, Dad. Did you measure it? You got 10 out of 10? Is that what you got in your class? 10 out of 10, is that perfect? It seems like if you get a 10, you meet the final angle. Okay, so this is how it goes. It is, for all my life, I'm born at 9, and I says, as I try and surpass 9, I know reaching 10 would actually be the end. But the pressure on going towards 10 is the outlet and the inlet of your high and low blood pressure spirit, which is always, okay, trying for 10, knowing it will never get the 10, because when you reach 10, you reach the end of 1. Why do you reach the end of 1 when you reach 10? Because you have made the perfect around. It is your death. When 9 tries for 10, runs as 11 because of the spirit, but now meets 10 because 11, the Spirit of God, is no longer around. Take away 1. The 4 and 6 angel are no longer around because you are dead. So therefore, your 10 is not even 9 anymore. And it's not even 6 anymore. It becomes a 4. You become a delta angel. the same as the other ones. But anyways, but you understand what I'm saying? You try for 10. If you hit 10, you hit the brick wall. Okay? So you try as much as you could by flooring your card to the end, doing the best you can all your life. But you know, once you hit 10, what's pushing you? It's you yourself. You're your own spirit. But God is our spirit, okay? And he gives us that 1. We are already 10. We are 9 at birth, okay? We have that 1 is our energy to go forward in life, more than just an energy. So we have that 10. How can I explain this anymore? Anyways, we are 10. That's what it is. But we are born at 9 and come into this world as 10. But the minute we hit 10, we have that 1 spirit, we're 11. So that heartbeat is that 1 spirit going through us. When we reach 10, and we can't reach 10, once that spirit and heart is still beating, we're at 11. We're always at 11, 11. Because it's on one side and it's on the other side and the heart keeps beating. How many times? Can I move my finger more than my heart beats right now? Who can count? How many times are my fingers going compared to my heartbeat? Is my mouth going faster than my heartbeat right now? Is my mouth going faster than my finger? What's going faster, my heartbeat, my mouth, or my finger? There's got to be one of the 3 that it's going faster. Actually, my cigarette is also burning. So we got my cigarette burning, my mouth is moving, the finger is moving, my heart is beating, and at the same time, I'm trying to speak, and my speaking, and I can hear my voice. Is my voice louder than my hand moving on my foot? Now my foot is starting to move. My foot is moving, my hand is moving. Actually, my cigarette is burning, my mouth is moving. Now I stopped everything and I'm all mixed up. What's moving now? Holy cow. Okay, let's get back to some other crap. M&M. What's the reason for the M&M? They caress the egg before it's born. The M&M, okay, go on each side holding these brackets of the eggs, what they call the quarter moon. You ever see why the moon seems to be showing more on the bottom than on the top? Because it depends which side this egg is on. You see, the tip over here is more forward because there's more of a point to this egg, as the tip on the bottom and the tilted leg. The same thing they say, hey, it's a little crooked. You cut a little too much off of one side. But it seems like every time they have an egg, it's like hitting one of those plastic things that fall down and get up, because the bottom part is a little heavier than the top. You know what I say? There's a bottom and there's a roof, and they move around. They really do move around, those eggs. So you got this over here. Now what I'm going to show you here is this, okay? I haven't even finished it yet, but we're going to go ahead. Universal number, somebody once said 6226. Here's the 4 worlds of 6, okay? Here is 1626 north, 1626 south. The total numbers in here are 36, 18 and 18, 9999. Okay, 9 is reversal to 6. 9 and 2 is the birth of all, anything with a 2. These are all black numbers, okay? This world is the in-between world that's connecting this world with this world over here. 6226 is like this. Between 2 and 8 in the first world, there is a 6. That is the difference. In this world over here, okay, where the 2 is, between 13 and 15, 2 is the difference. In the third world over here, where there's another 2 of 22 and 24, 2 is the difference. And in the last world, between 29 and 35, 6 is the difference. That's part of what it means. Now that's simple. Anybody can do that, right? Sure. But hold on a second. Can anybody do it smoking this? How serious am I supposed to be? Hold on a second. Let me hold it in. Don't make me talk so fast. Go to the bathroom. I'll hold it in that long. Can you wait that long? Are you on your way to the bathroom? Oh, Jesus. I feel like almost, hey, Jerry. Hey, George came over. Yeah, who are you? I'm MrTacpans. Where did you come from? Oh, Kramer let me in. Kramer let in another one? Yeah, he let me in. Jerry, don't worry about it. I'm not like everybody else. I'm probably the only guy that's a lot more like you than anybody else. In fact, I understand how clean you are, and I know that I'm more like, what would those 2 guys be that used to be? Alex and Felix, and I'm like him, but I'm not dirty. Okay, now I'm going to explain to you what I told you. By putting 2 and 8 in the first box, this says it is the beta heaven, which means, okay, this and this connect together. This will create an X. That X value, okay, is God pulling in 1 and 3 and actually 7 and 9. It's not in this design, okay? Yeah, and it's not in this world. It's in the square world, okay? It's in the square world. I'll show you that after. So this is beta's heaven, okay? For what is it the heaven? For the 4-angle delta of the 6, which is the letter F. And did I do that design? Can I just take a look back in here? I'll probably lose myself and you guys are going to go, oh, not again. Yes, again. Yes, again. You know, I always come up with everything. Like, how did they make that? Like, I'm going to tell you one thing. Wait a second. I hear a dot. Is it a line or a dot? Hold on. I hear a dot. Wait, no, it's a vibration. It's a vibration. It must be a life. We know there's like a little fly, a teeny little fly that's flying around. You can barely see it. And then you feel him on you, and he weighs absolutely nothing if you put him on a scale, but he bothers the shit out of you. That's the yellow world, my friends. That is the energy of the yellow world coming for your blood. Those, my friends, okay, is what this nature world is all about. That is what the Christ energy is all about. It is taking from what is out there in the universe and turning it into life. And then taking with it that life, okay, and just put they put their mind into these things. They become what it is. They're a little dot inside of a body that grew from this angle. And they learn from it. They learn from it. When there's more of a, the flow will be a little bit better. The sound will be good. The vibrations are much. Anyways, okay. Now let's get on to this other thing and stop with an Irish kite, okay? Now we went on here to 2, which is 13 and 15, which is over here. 13 and 15, it means the one Spirit of God and creation came along and created a one Spirit of God. Here it's the one Spirit of God created the one Spirit of God of the 5 creation. Okay, the 5 creation is because I'm going to see if this is going to work or I'm going to ruin my whole picture. I'm going to try and see if this works, or do I ruin the whole picture? Okay, it worked. You see, the 5 angle. I should have made it in this box, but I didn't want to. What this 5 angle means, it connects to 3, okay? It goes over to connect to the one Spirit, okay? We go down in 4 over to 6. We go down and come through the 8 heaven, connecting with the 9 birth and the 7th gate. Now, in order, okay, for this one to come into effect, there's one more move that has to happen, okay? Does anybody know that move? The move is the creation move. It's a diagonal line along the other 3 lines which connect the S, okay? At the same time, the Christ energy move from here to here can be done. At the same time, okay, the creation move would be done, which by adding number 7 to 5, because it's now the 7 God and the 5, which is us, plus the one Spirit. Because we still need the one Spirit in here. We may have done this drag from 1 here to 4 to 6. We may have taken in all the numbers. Don't forget where this is. This is 1:30 in the afternoon, and when you're playing pool, it's, I think it's at the far end to the right, that pocket. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Whatever game you play, whichever angle it is, when you open the board and you see there's something inside, if there's a shape of some sort of any kind of design, it's always going to mean something. And if you put it into the think tank because it means nothing, well, it's part of the things that mean nothing that you can put together one day because you've seen it before. Oh, I've seen that before. Isn't that one of those things where, oh, I've seen that before? Oh, I'll put it, like for me, isn't it so great what God did to us? Look. Besides me being on screen, don't have a computer, nothing, just the computer on screen. I got it all in my head. How much space did that take up? Now tell me, how much space do I need in my apartment besides this computer in front of me? I got it all in my head. What a number, what it means, shape. I'm not going to be all in my head all of the time, perfect and direct and explaining whatever it is. And sometimes to me, it's just another piece in the puzzle. That's the way I take it. You might say, throw that garbage out. I couldn't throw it out because I see the pieces and the parts. And you know what? How much space is it taking in my head? What I don't need right away, I don't completely forget, and I don't even try to forget. I don't say to my brain, brain, forget about this. You got a job, brain. You're not doing enough in my head. Just remind me not to do this again. Just remind me, brain, not to do that. What are you doing, brain? Hold on, brain. What are you doing, brain? Oh, she's good looking. All of a sudden, I'm turning around. Whoa! And completely forget what I was thinking anyways. Raphael, 7286 in the constellation of Pegasus. I'm going to go on to finish. In here, we connect the number 7 for the 7th gate. So I don't know if you can see me drawing the line. We would come from here and through here and through here. Now, if you take a look at this, okay, what does she look like to you? What can it possibly be? One of the things that is this is the tilt ratio, okay? What I mean by the tilt ratio is when this moves, this will move only to here, allowing this arm connecting with the lower arm down here, straightening this arm out over here and connecting 4, 8, 11, and 15 in that stroke. This is the primary world of creation. Inside this world, okay, it starts off of the creation of beta. Then it tells about the one spirit, and then it moves into the one spirit in the beta world. Beta, the one spirit, beta in the one spirit world. And this one over here tells you about 64, which is man and angel. And this one over here is 64, man and angel. This one over here is 46. And this one over here is 46, 64, 64, 46, 46. This one over here, okay, is 28, the beta heaven. This one over here is 28, the beta heaven, same thing. This one over here is 10. 10, the 10 God. You know why I told you about the 10 God? The lime. The lime, okay, has 9 rims, 2 points is 11, and 1 center. And the 1 center is God. And that's why we stop on 11, and that's why we get 30 creation. When you get 12 and die or whatever in craps, you get 30 creation, because when one die, one's angel is born. Oh yeah, in the stars, in the casinos, wherever the cards are, whatever the designs are, clothing, material, anything you can touch or think of. If you have any knowledge at all, you can do what I'm doing. Okay, so now we have created and finished this. Okay, at the same time, I'm going to finite it by adding the 1. There's 2 things you must add in here. You must add what the value of 1 is, okay, and 1 connects. So now we're going to go ahead and we're going to connect it always above beta. And now we have the first part of the $sign, whether or not you were going to put this line first or this. And this creates, if you take a look at it, there's a 4 here. You see the 5? You see the 5 over here? You see the 4 over here? Do you see the 5, 4? You see the 9? You see when it curls over here, it creates the R, angel resident, beta. This is a B over here. This is the R for the angel resident R I've been talking about. This is how it's created. It's only created through within this lines, the manipulation of using lines, dots, numbers, and knowing the letters that are in between that'll tell you the result. Now this line on the bottom over here, okay, can be removed. First of all, it went too long on this side, okay, just by 1 notch, okay. And this line at the top are connecting lines. They can be removed, okay. What I mean is because 2, but the center line is 2, is what is manipulating the 1 and creating with the 3. So we don't need these lines anymore. But to show the other value, it's also showing you this way. That's why you can do things 2 ways. So now this world, okay, of the 10 God falls into this world. But there's more designs in here. Inside of here, you can see there's an open beak. See the open part over here? See the open part over here? Okay, they all have values within inside of it. But as like I was saying, here's the number 5, here's the number 2, and here's the number 1. 1, 2, 5. And 5, 5, 5, 5. 5 times 5 is 25. By 5 is 125. By 5 is 625. By 1 center of 4 angles of 1 center. So what you got is a total of 36 plus the world that's in between, which is 4 more angles, is 40, and the 1 spirit for it makes it number 41, and that would be for the Mediterranean. There's a lot that's connected to this, and it's all about X's and O's and M's and A's. And in one of my next videos, I'm just going to be doing a thing on different number combinations that are maybe on the keyboard, but change them to letters, and then do different designs with what connects to each other, overlapping letters and shit like that. Anyways, what I'm really looking for, you know what, there is one thing, one question maybe. If what I'm looking for, I want more women to watch this stuff. You know that? I just do. I just do. I just think, I don't like, I have 14% women watching, and it doesn't make me feel good. You know what I'm saying? Either I don't appeal to them, but don't worry about it. Going on to the next couple of months, the appeals of many people will start to change as they start to recognize that there is a change coming upon in this great, great world of ours. So anyways, okay. So we did this, we did that. At the same time, there's supposed to be something else in here. I don't remember what it is. It says, yeah, at this point over here, on this slant, okay, regardless of this, because it's on this side of the opening, okay, on this, it shows a 6, and on this side, it shows a big 4. I told you, it doesn't matter if the lines are in. Even if you switch one line, it's very visible. I mean, you want to show me something, show me something. You see something else? So at the same time, this is also showing me 5 over here, and then a 6, 56, the wolf, the connection. Anyways, I'm going to go on to the rest of the lines. I would have to join the worlds right over here. This is where number 23 is. This is where the W is. This is where I'm going next, other than working on some other things, dots or circles or black dots. I'm not sure if I'm working on black dots or white dots. Would the dot be actually just a hole? I mean, like these are, they drilled these in here. Not like in the casino, they put the white dot on top. Like, what would they usually do? I want to know the different kinds of stuff they put on the dice and the shapes of the dice. Because there's a lot of weird things. Like, you know what we're going to do? We're going to play with 6, 3, and 5. I'm going to try and put that together, see what I come up with. Another thing maybe I'll just get out of the way right now is some of the numbers I have done. Number 2 and 1, put the 1 inside the 2, and you end up with a backwards 9 or just a 2. Or you remove this completely and you go down again, right? Taking away this line, okay? Forget about this line, but just keeping the number, you'll end up with a C and a line. Anyways, you get, this is Beta and her birth. This is the 1 and 2 put together with 1, and that's this. And then if you look, okay, it's the same number. It says A. It says A9. This is an A backwards. You ever see one of those A backwards? And at the same time, if you turn it over, where is it? I lost it. This is what you get. 6-2. 622 6. Well, right away you get 6-2. Or 8-2. Well, 8-2. You know why they say 8-2? Because second line, angel, okay, is man. because the first line, you see, the first even number is a God. The second line, okay, the second line, the opposite of man is God, okay? And on the third line, in the center, okay, is God. So when you say it right away, it's just the beta world, it's just the beta God. The other one is the spirit God from the spirit world. And so it's, how come I can't exactly explain that? Anyways, so I did a couple of numbers. 1 and 3. Here's a long 3. Here's a short 3. A short 3 turns into an 8. And this one left over turns into a C. And it's the heaven of creation. This one is number 4. But it's not number 4. It's number 1 and 7. But it's not even 1 and 7. Let me explain to you what it is. In the 2 position of your telephone, there's a line drawn all the way to the 4. All the way down to the 4, and then all the way along the crossing, okay, of where the 5 is. And then they take this line and they drag it from the 5 down. But sometimes you might see a round spot in here. The round spot in here is because there's a little ball that's connecting it over here, and it spins. And that little ball, when the 4 is made, they cut off the ball. Otherwise, you'll see the ball there. Otherwise, you won't see the ball. The other thing of 1 and 4, it's not much. Looks like a 7 on one side. But if you take a look at this, it turns into the F letter. The 4, okay, the 4 over here is the F. And the opposite of the 4 letter is the F letter. The other one is number 17. When you cut the 4 in half over here, you end up with number 17 upside down. It's also the Kaf in Hebrew. This design over here, okay, is what I was doing is I designed one triangle. For God to duplicate himself, he flipped himself upside down. Then he can see if he's the same shape, and then he creates a square. Now he has what to work with. So now you have the X and the O, and this is a total value of 45, and that's how he started off all his numbers. 45 is the numbers added from 1 to 9 equals to 45. Here's one half of the stop sign. Here's the other half. In the back of this stop sign, what's the most important is the pole that holds the stop sign up. But what goes across the stop sign, it says stop. So when you come to it, okay, the people stop. Otherwise, if you saw this in the stop sign, does anybody know what this sign means? This sign is the sign for do not enter. It's in a little sign with a little red around it. It says do not enter. So if you put a white line inside the red stop sign, okay, let me see. Do I have a little bit of time here, guys? You want to give me a minute? Let me see if I can find something. I can't believe, where are all my pens? Where did everybody go? Don't run away. Hold on a second. What was I talking about? Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah, we're just going to do this real quick, okay? Let me see if I can get this done real quick. So how's everybody doing? Yeah? Yeah, the kids are fine? Are you younger? You're old? I don't give a fuck. Oh, I'm sorry. I shouldn't swear, right? But sometimes in movies that are even, you know, sometimes they swear in movies, they kill, but I cannot kill anybody. You know what I'm saying? So the only thing I can do is say some stupid things sometimes. And I can be stupid. It doesn't mean if you like me that I'm a great guy, that I'm the best guy. But you know what? I want to be a good guy. But sometimes you want to be just for yourself. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you just want to be for yourself. And you want a little bit more today. Tomorrow you don't care. You know, I just like saying it that way. It's always like saying, okay, here's liberty. How much space do we need? And isn't liberty a funny thing? Liberty's like, okay, I want my liberty. How much space do I need? I mean, it's a question of space also, because there's people around you. In order to get respect, to have your liberty, everybody has to know what space beside you and around you should be. So we should all sort of be the same. And if you should know what the average of liberty is, to give everybody about a 2-foot space between everybody, if you're always 1 foot away, and you know what the law is, you just punch on the computer. What is the liberty test of today? Well, the liberty test of today, people say you must be 3.4 feet away from each other, and you must brush your teeth. I mean, they should put this in all the journals everywhere. What is the Liberty test of the day? And they should have 20 or 30 things that come out a week. What is the changes of the public? 30 things, just 30 stupid things, not thousands of things. You need to stay 10 feet away. Too many people parking, not driving right. Just 20 things put out there. You punch it in, the survey's finished, it's all over. So here's how it goes. Okay. I mean, if it didn't say stop, what would this say to you? Wouldn't that be do not enter? But if you put it this way, I'd say, oh yeah, man, put your key in it. It's a key slot. The other guy go, no, it's my mouth. And the woman would go, no, it's my pussy. So depending what direction you hold this on, you know. Did you know that when you put, when you go down there and do your 69, right? Did you know the position of your mouth, okay, is the sign of the cross? And the post that is in the ground is actually the mouth or the vessel of your girlfriend or wife? That's the way I see it. Yeah, yeah. It can be a good or, gold, gan, game of man, angel, and spirit. Orgasm. That's what it is. It's always a game. O-M. That's what God's about. Did you get that? Did you not? Did I finish? Okay, so we finished that stop sign. We were still talking with numbers. We've put a 4. Because a 4 is a hard number to make. Because you always see it with that extra tail like this, right? But if there's the extra tail here, then where does the 1 go? Where does the 1 go in this 4 over here? This 4 screws me up. Because this 1 is right in the center. Which line, which one do I put offline? See, I'm doing them all in, I'm trying to do them in 4x4 boxes, okay? The 1 goes for a full square. But there's no line. So this is really a screwed up, and I mean, because we always see that tail here. So what we see is it's a line. It's this one and this one saying I am 1, I am 2. And when you put a line, it says the same thing. I am 1, I am 2. And that's why the line doesn't change any differences to the two sides. If he is 1, he is 2, then he is in between the two the same. Right? Here's number 4 the big way. When you cut it in half, you end up getting an H and a 4. 4H, 32 degrees. If it was looking like 44, that's what space would be all about. And the defrost is 32 degrees of insanity, basically. So let me see if I can finish off and regulate this whole thing over here. We have 28, which is the beta heaven. We have 46, which is angel and man, okay? But in the center, okay, we have 20, which is time heaven, and 26 is Z. T and Z, a total of 46, okay? T and Z is life of Z. And if you want to see what life of Z looks like, I'm going to see if I can design life of Z. Now, which line is the breaking line? Life of Z. There's your life of Z. Now, at the same time you have the life of Z, you have the life of N. Okay? You have the life of your son. S-O-N. The life of your son. Eventually, this will create a word pending. Now, I just didn't make a Z like this, okay? In the middle is number 23. Red goes there. 21, red goes here. 19, red goes here. Over here, on 26, it's 25 red and 27 red. This does it, okay? They don't all do the same markings. You can't make them, okay? They will eventually make all the markings. okay, and they will get to you in expression. Now, on the bottom here, okay, and this is number 46, for example, and number 46, it should actually, there's a T that goes in here because 20 and 26, so the T would fit right from here down here. But in all actuality, the T, you see the difference? I captured the two squares in the center for both sides. This line is supposed to capture both sides, but I don't want to put it. I want to show you what it looks like when the center of this world and the center of that world come to join here, because they must join here, okay? So when they join here, he doesn't have an open center. He has closed. He has a line. He would be here and here. So now what happens when you draw, I'm going to see if I can draw. Thank God for these markers. Sharpio, I love you. So we end up with this marking over here. So that marking, okay, would manufacture on one line a 7 and on the other line a 7. Now with the new marking of the cross going down the center for the Christ energy running in the world of God and his energy, he has to mix in the Christ energy for everything to work. Take away all the elements, everything is gone, nothing works. Not only that, because we're born from the ground, at the same time we're in an electronic world, okay? Imagine, born from the ground and in an electronic world at the same time. Pretty weird. Okay, so anyways, we get in here, and now the question is, what does this line do since it's cut? Should we follow the line? Should we design from the line? Hold on a second. It's 36 minutes. I need a puff. Here's what we'll do. Hey, Black. Hey. I need a black marker. Oh, this pisses me off. My fans are waiting. My fans, don't go away. No, 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 no. I know. In between me and sex, I know I come first. Oh, I know. Of course I come first. After you know the truth, sex is so much better. You have a big fight after you know the truth. It's so much better. Okay. I'll use the red marker. I didn't want to use the red marker. I got a blue one. New too. Okay, so this is what we're going to do. We're going to go over and under. We're going to go here and here and here. And on this one, okay, we're going to go here and here. And there's nothing here to go down except for this line. So we're going to go over here and over here. So what do you see? Number 72. And if you look at the other way, it's 72 the other way also. And that's your beta God and your beta world. And that's the reason that it's alpha God being beta God, zigzagging his way all around in the two worlds. And this is the world of his son. There's so much more. I'm going to stop right now. And I'm trying to build something. And don't forget, I don't do this online. I don't know how to work computers. And I like the hands-on feeling. Thank you very much. I hope you all enjoyed. I don't know who you are. I know some of you. I read everything you always send me. Don't you worry. If you want me to lie, I can't do it. Sometimes I have to do it. Like today, my brother said to me, he says, "What are you doing?" I said, "Nothing." I lied. I lied. Is that okay? You're asking me what I did? Why I had to go? I came here to do these. I spent my second or third hour on already today. So I was coming to do nothing, but I didn't want to tell him, What am I going to tell him? Yeah, bro, I'm going on this long trip, and then after I start on the long trip, maybe he wants to know more, so I'll tell him a little bit more. But maybe he doesn't want to know anything. So if he wants to know something, let him ask. And what does he really want to know for? He's not going to really listen to you. It's a nice thing. What are you doing this afternoon? Going out with a friend. What are you doing this afternoon? Nothing. But I'm doing this, but I don't want to tell him I'm doing this. I'm actually lying. So in these circumstances, I guess a lie is better than anything because it's not actually a lie. I'm not actually doing anything that he will have an interest in. So therefore, it's nothing. Raphael 7286 in the constellation of Pegasus. Do you think it's going to be that easy this time?